Señores, yo soy Pablo Emilio Escobar Gaviria. Haciendo negocios, así que pues fresco. Ustedes eligen plata o plomo.
One day, the definitive on-screen saga of the many lives and crimes of drug warlord Pablo Escobar will debut. But the August 28th premiere of Netflix Narcos is not that day. While worth checking out, what the 10-episode series, all of which goes up on Friday, really is a transition for the streaming service as it expands into new demographics and new markets, specifically the Hispanic audience, with a multinational, multilingual, heavily voiced-over series from Gaumont, EP's Jose Padilla and Eric Newman, and starring one of the biggest stars in Brazil, Wagner Moura, as Escobar. And a wary lesson in the limits of American power.
I'm Steve Murphy, drug enforcement agent.
What do you do at the United States Embassy?
I am in janitorial services.
Now that unto itself is noteworthy for Netflix, as it escalates its original programming and its global reach. However, unto itself, Narcos, who wears its Goodfellas, Scarface, The Wire, and Cinema Verite's influences around its neck like a smuggler's gold chain, lumbers along, at least at first, in too many unsure directions. Part of the problem here is that Narcos is really three different shows in one. One is the subtitled and sometimes over-the-top but true story of the drug kingpin and the world he helped give birth to in the late 1980s and 1990s, a world that ravages Mexico today and sees the likes of El Chapo breezing out of prison. That's an illuminating show. But the history of the U.S.'s involvement in Central America and South America is pretty well laid out too. But, like bad quality drugs, they are chopped up and stepped on by the tiresome tale of the take-it-to-the-limit DE agents on the ruthless and canny Pablo's trail. Baked together, I sometimes felt like I was watching an exaggerated procedural, where the cat and the rat between the supposed good guys in the DEA and the bad guys pushing the white powder was like a game solely intended to keep its players fit.
Whatever's going on here?
I'm in all the way. I hope you know what that means.
The notion of magical realism is intriguingly introduced at the beginning of Narcos, and the saga of Escobar is certainly full of the surreal next to the savvy and the savage. If Narcos is stuck to that story, instead of weaving in and out the Americans on equal footing, we would have had something truly quite addictive and binge-worthy. I'm Dominic Patton for Deadline Hollywood.